Hello, MonstersAbound here, voted most likely Total War content creator to be a manic pixie dream girl. No, I'm not surprised by the result either. They made the right choice. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires, and second part of my Throgg campaign. Last time we beat up Roald Dahl and stole his shit, including his settlements, which was good. And also now Throgg is
my enemies.
Well, not entirely true, because we've got Frosty Flaps here. Frosty Flaps, of course, is the frostworm that we got from Roald Dahl. He gave that up quite nicely, so now we've got Frosty Flaps in the army. He's going to be a boon, I tell you. And we also, Throgg is recruiting. I think this is what he's doing here, which is just, I think it's just guttural roaring. But apparently that's how he does recruitment, which, I guess it works for him. Okay, good. Now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to beat up Varg. Because I know Sutha Eek is out here somewhere, rolling around in his chariot with a big old mammoth. Now, the mammoth isn't so much of a problem. Exactly. I'm quite glad, actually, that... Well, no, you know what I think would enhance Throgg? I almost say quite glad he doesn't do this, but you know what would enhance him? Jokes like Mr. Freeze did in Batman Returns. You know, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
All right, everyone, chill.
If he had some, like, frost jokes, that would be... I think it would just enhance the Throgg experience, wouldn't it? Maybe a DLC? Make it happen, CA. Okay, now what I've noticed is that currently the dwarves here...
Throng stands ready. Do not disappoint me.
Every time he says that, I just think of a small hairy man wearing nothing but a thong. Thrusting. But we'll find he's actually only at war with the Varg at the moment, which is a slight problem, because if we defeat the Varg, it might make the dwarves kill us. Now, it's not that big of a problem, because in that event, we might lose some settlements, but it's no biggie. Basically, as Nausicaa, you just have to learn it's not a problem if you lose settlements, which is why I haven't really built up Wintertooth. Winter's Pyre. I probably shouldn't have upgraded it, probably should have left it. So what we're going to do is... should we get the Norse Moot? Should we get a good moot? I love a good moot. Or we could save it. I think I'm going to save the growth. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, okay. Now, we're just waiting for Sutha Eek to pop up. Now, my public order is appalling. Look at this. It's not great, is it? Right, we're going to bypass that. And we're going to go straight on to the end turn. Now, there was quite a few lovely comments on the first video. Thank you very much for those. I always read all the comments. I try to respond to all of them as well. It's very much a case of if I get like a block of time where I can actually sit down and sort of reply to them, that's when I tend to do it, which is why if I reply to you, it tends to be in a big block of I'm replying to everyone. But lots of comments about which god we should follow. Lots of people saying Nurgle, not many saying Zinch, quite a few people saying Khorne, and one brave soul slaying Slanesh from what I last saw. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Throgg is bringing sexy back. Should he, though, is very much the question that I'm putting out there. Should Throgg be bringing sexy back? Okay, actually, Krakatrak has declared war on the Goromadni tribes. That makes me feel a lot better. I'm now feeling a little bit more confident, because I was slightly worried the dwarves would, like, come at me. And those dwarves, oof, they're mean. A surfeit of loot. While raiding across the sea, your warriors discover rich pickings in a coastal village that was easily overcome. So rich it turns out that your ships, already heavy with earlier plunder, cannot carry all they wish to take. What should they load up with, and what should they leave behind? We can take iron and metal. It's going to give us upkeep reduction. That would be quite nice. Or we can get abundant meat, which will give us more casualty room. I'm thinking meat and mead. Take their meat and their mead. These weak fools do not need victuals. Now that they're all dead. That is true. The upkeep reduction would be nice, but it's not permanent. The casualty replenishment, though, will help us. I mean, do I? The casualty replenishment would be nice. But the upkeep would be nice, because that would let us have more money, which we could then spend on upgrading our settlements. But being ready for combat... I think it's got to be meat and mead. Let's go for it. Okay, now I can't see Sutha Eek, so we're just going to hit this place again. I'm just going to... Wow, I don't think they want to taste it, Throgg. That's not That's not what they want to do. Okay, we've got a Gift of Chaos. The Gifts of Chaos are many and varied, each bestowing a twisted boon or warped blessing from the ruinous ones in return for the recipient's service. Plus 20 armor for the recipient units, which is quite nice. Now, if we get that, we're going to replenish in one turn, which is pretty good. So what we're going to do is Throgg. Oh, I mean, more replenishment is pretty good. The Swellings of Doom. I do like a good Swelling of Doom, though. You know? Serve or Die, the spoilers is... You know, a lot of the blue skills for Norsca are actually very, very nice. I like the red skills. I like making Throgg. I mean, Throgg's already quite scary. So making him more scary, more better, right? I'm thinking maybe... we've only got the one Frost... I think we're going to go Norse Resilience. The bleak, brutal landscape of the far north breeds bloody warlock tribes enthralled to chaos. Chaos's delicious, twisted power. Okay. Tasty, tasty power. I'm tempted to go and sit in a town for one turn, just to help with the public order. That literally means we just don't lose public order, but fine. How? What? Right, public order. Okay. +1, right, public order 2. Right, that'll help. That'll help with things. We'll replenish there. The dwarves aren't likely to kill us. I'm kind of... I mean, unless Suta Eek sort of pops up, I might just take the Sarl encampment. Sarl encampment is the main settlement. We've just been beating them up, basically. Just running in. They start, like, you know, putting out the fires, and then we run back and set all the fire. Basically, we're just being arseholes to them. But I might take the Sarl encampment. I want to be able to defeat Suta Eek. Now, the problem is that, of course, oh, what happened there? Should Eek get killed by another warlord, then the other warlord will confederate. But that does mean that if we kill that warlord that confederated, then we can confederate the entire lot. So it doesn't slow us down. Actually, confederating Norsca is now quite quick. This is what I'm scared of, because these dwarves, they've got rich territory, and they can afford a whole bunch of lads, and those lads can be quite nasty. In fact, they can get Longbeards quite quickly, which is a bit of a problem. I forgot to download the thing which makes the people do the thing. Right, fastest, I don't care about youth heroes, I don't care about allied heroes. Enemy factions fast, and the heroes to be fastest, and neutral factions fastest, and I don't want to see their heroes. There we go. That's better. Now, if we can lure the dwarves into an ambush, then it's not too bad. However, they do tend to be able to afford 2 armies, whereas we can only really afford 1. Blood Iron, your warriors smiths come to you with an intriguing idea. If they mix blood from the most recent sacrifices into the very metal they are working, they believe the gods will approve and either make the weapon stronger or make the armor more effective. But how should they use the blood iron? For arms? Or does that seem like a good idea? Your warriors' blades will be strongest with blood on the inside and soon on the outside. Melee attack +10. That's not bad. Melee defense +10. I mean, the best defense is a good offense, right? Weapons of Blood. And apparently Roald Dahl's back, as is that guy, who's a person. Okay, let's skip over here. Okay. Oh, crap. There he is. Found him. Okay, he's got a lot of chariots. Now, it's not the worst, but it could potentially cause us some issues. Let's go for... Income from sacking settlements would be nice. The bigger loss from marauders, not too bothered by. Unlock level 1 monster hunts, not the... It's alright. Recruit weapon strength for trolls, I quite like. I like the skin walls. Skin walls are great. I don't feel like these techs are particularly useful. That's the only problem. Like, charge bonus... it's alright, but it's not super great. Income from post-battle loot +10%. Income from... Let's go for Champions of War. Every new war brings the marauders bloody, gore-drenched glory in battle, whether in victory or death. Works for me. Now, if I'm lucky, Sutha-Eek will actually just try and attack me. And if we can, like, drive off that mammoth, but not kill it, then we can have the mammoth. And I'd like a mammoth. And I'm going to call him Woolly Willy. Or at least, that's what the ladies call him. Lady mammoths, of course. So, it looks like he's taking up residence. What's the garrison like? I imagine it's still pretty fucked.
No! I eat my enemies!
Do we take him? Marauder Spearman, Marauder... I do have Marauder Hunters there as well.
No! Speak!
Fighting Eek can be a pain because those chariots are absolute bastards. But if we kill him, then we get all of his territory. So... I prefer it without the garrison, but do I just go for it? Do we just go for it? I mean, worst case scenario, we die and then have to restart the campaign, so... Okay, we've got more armour. Could give more armour to Throgg. Oh. I mean, those guys don't have a lot of armour. You've got quite a bit of armour. Let's give more armour to the ice trolls, because then they're... Oh my god, that is so many chariots. That's too... Okay. Okay. Fine. This is fine. This is a lot of chariots. I'm a little bit concerned. Might have bitten off more than I can chew. So, our Frost Wolves, the Norscan Ice Hounds, and our Norscan Ice Wolves are leading some chariots on a merry dance. We're bringing Frosty Flaps back to the fight. He was sort of like trying to help out a little bit, but here comes the main army. I set up on this hill. I could have corner camped, decided not to. Okay, so here is Sutha-Eek. We've got some marauders, we've got some spearmen. This is the garrison. The garrison is a little bit damaged, but not as damaged as I hoped it would be. Throgg is going to throw up all out. Oh, that was a fucking good shot. 6 kills, nice. Okay, Throgg is taking on a chariot. Chariots careering through our lines, being then countercharged by the trolls. We're trying to knock them out. There's Frosty Flaps flying high above. Chariots just milling around. They're just wandering around our lines like hungry wolves. And talking of hungry wolves, our wolves are currently moving back towards our lines. Here comes the War Mammoth. Now, of course, because this is a siege battle, the army will be wiped out at the end, assuming I survive. That's a big if. So currently, Frosty Flaps and Woolly Willy going at it toe-to-toe. Woolly Willy taking a lot of damage to the back there. Of course, the problem with War Mammoths, while War Mammoths are great, they are also huge. Huge, and as such, they, yeah, pin-cushioned. Absolutely pin-cushioned. So, our trolls doing the business. That's looking pretty good. So far, so good. That War Mammoth has taken an absolute pounding. Looks like he's fleeing and running away. That's going to be Frosty Flaps is good to head around and help out some more units. We've got some Marauder champions here. They're cutting through the Marauders. You can see the Marauder chariots just carving through our lines. They've got no problem doing that. Sutha-Eek has just charged into our javelins, but Throgg is right behind him and wailing on his back. In fact, looks like Sutha-Eek he's going to run. He's legging it. He's wavering. Sutha-Eek is off. He's taking another hit. He's down to 40 health. He's off. He's running for it. Is Throgg going to let him get away, though? Of course he's not. Throgg's chasing after him. Looks like Sutha-Eek's gaining ground. Fortunately... Yep. Yep, died in digestive juices, which is just as well, because our army is looking a little bit worse for wear. They've broken through our lines and are now currently harassing our javelins, which isn't ideal. Looks like the mammoth's coming back to the fight as well. We're going to have to deal with him because he could be a major issue. The trolls have taken a lot of damage. They're not doing very well. The ice trolls, on the other hand, are tanking everyone. Maybe hit someone, guys. You're just chilling at the moment, aren't you? Because yeah, you get the idea. Anyway, so our Wolfhounds have come back to fight. They're helping out. There's basically small groups of our units that haven't been overrun. The Javelins have managed to take down the Mammoth there. Frosty Flaps is taking out some of these units. Unfortunately, the Trolls are legging it. They're heading for the hills. That's less than ideal. Javelins coming in and hitting these Marauders with great weapon. They are now running away. There's still so many chariots, though. Just careering through us. We're trading some shots with these Marauder Hunters. And looks like the Marauder Hunters are coming off worse for it. So far, the Ice Trolls have 108 kills and have basically held the centre for us. That's literally what they're doing. Throgg is currently surrounded on all sides and is doing his best. And let's face it, he's pretty good. Norscan Ice Wolves come in to help as well. Frosty Flaps is driving off units left, right and centre. That's working out quite well. We just need to bring some more units into the centre to help Throgg out. I really need to break off these Ice Trolls. Yet more units rallying, coming back to the fight. It's basically in the balance this moment in time. We have less troops than they do, but our troops are better quality. In comes the Trolls. This is going to be a good charge. Perfect. That's what we needed. Nice little charge there. That's going to hopefully do a lot of damage to those Marauder Champions. If we can break them, then we've potentially got a chance. Frosty Flaps has taken quite a lot of damage, as has Throgg. The Ice Trolls still doing pretty well. The rest of other Trolls have legged it. They've gone. Some of our Javelins are... Oh, they're about to be roadkill. Beep, beep. Yeah, not ideal. Basically, we have nowhere safe at the moment. The chariots are just rolling around, running down our infantry, chasing them off the field. In comes the enemy cavalry as well. They're joining the fights. Our Trolls, being surrounded, are going to break and run away. We need these Trolls. We need the Trolls in the fight, because otherwise we've just got Throgg and Frosty Flaps. And Frosty Flaps are taking more damage. Throgg currently up to 62 kills, way and away. Frosty Flaps up to 128. Looks like Norscan Ice Trolls not very happy. They are exhausted. You can't blame them. They have been killing quite a few. They've got 171 kills. Throgg comes in to the rescue, tries to break... We need to knock out some of these chariots. If we can kill some of these chariots off, then hopefully the battle will start going in our favour. The Trolls have broken and they are running. That's not great. We need them. And they're being chased off by the Marauder Horsemen. Units being chased won't rally. So what we need to do is we need to get Frosty Flaps back in to chase down these Marauder Horsemen. If we can get them in to chase down the Marauder Horsemen, then the Trolls will hopefully rally while Throgg basically tanks the entire enemy army with his face. So the Marauder Horsemen coming back. In comes Frosty Flaps, lands in amongst them. These Trolls, they're getting closer to the map edge. Come on, guys. Come on. Come back. They're back. They've rallied. The Trolls have rallied. They are regenerating as well. They haven't actually lost. They've only lost a couple of the members of their units. They will regenerate quite quickly. And here they come back. Frosty Flaps is engaged. The Marauder Horsemen. The Trolls now coming back to complete the hammer and anvil. Smashing into the rear of these cavalry. They're going to break and run pretty quickly. Some chariots still running around. If we can destroy these chariots, that hopefully should pip us over the edge. Now, as you can see, we're currently Allied troops 12 out of 1,009. So, it's going well. It's going well. Throgg is doing fine. Chariots are trying to harass the Ice Trolls, but with Frosty Flaps, they are managing to hold on. These Marauder Champions are still fighting. Marauder Champions is basically the only Marauder unit worth anything. But they are worth something. More chariots coming in trying to fight Throgg. But they're not doing very well against the Trolls. And the Trolls can hit hard and do a lot of damage to the chariots. The chariots then explode. And are driven off. And you can see lots of units now shattered, running off into the distance. More chariots coming in, running into the Trolls. We're trying to intercept as many as possible. Throgg has finally managed to break the Marauder champions. They're off. He's up to 137 kills. Holy shit. He's doing great. Throgg's running back to help. Chariot's trying to run into Throgg. He runs into Throgg. Throgg's like, fuck off. I don't bloody think so. And you can see he's just doing massive amounts of damage. More Marauder champions with great weapons coming in to the fight. But as you can see, the ice trolls are broken yet again. Frosty Flaps, 162 kills. I mean, the troll's got 200 kills, which is pretty impressive. But Throgg, it looks like the battle is currently in our favour. The last few units are starting to break and run. It looks like the chariots can't really deal with the Frostworm. They're breaking, and look at that victory. I mean, crushing victory there. Absolutely crushing. We've got 11 people left. The ice trolls did actually manage to rally at the last minute. That's good. And yep, that's how you do it. That's how you win a battle. Well, I think we can all agree that replenishment is going to come in useful. So good, but we won. That's the main thing. I could occupy it. I could raise it. I don't think it's going to be worth it though. Let's sack it for the replenishment. So, Warlord defeated. We've taken the leader of the Varg tribe. We're going to form Confederation and take all of his stuff. Now, obviously, because, as I said before, because his army was garrisoned, that means everyone died. So, you know, oh well. But look at all this. We've got a whole pile of new stuff. That's good. That's nice. Fun. That does now mean we board a Kislev, though, which could be bad. So let's hop into here and just get some of this replenishment up. So that's good. Okay, I think we're doing fine. I would like to repair this. Oh, that's quite pricey though. Bay of Tower of Karak. I think I'm going to knock that down because that just doesn't feel worth it. We need some public order here, don't we? But we can't build any at the moment. Okay, I guess we'll repair that. Just get that finished. Could get some more income. Kind of tempted to do that. It's pricey though. So I do have the corral and the smithy at Naglafari Plain, which is not necessarily the worst thing to have. We're not trading with anyone. Construction cost for all buildings faction-wide is quite nice. So let's get the marble. I don't know if I want to keep this. I guess I'll keep it for the moment, but I'll probably get rid of it at some point. The Beast Tanner, yeah, okay, let's grab that while we patch ourselves up. So, who's next on the hit list? So, we've got the Hellspire tribe, and of course we've got Wulfric down here at, say, the Norska tribe, and then we've got, who else? Oh yes, is it Doom? The Scalings, there we go, the Scalings. Okay, so we need to take care of them. And now we've also got problems on the border here, because obviously Kislev and Krakadrak would no doubt like to kick the shit out of me if they get half the chance. And they now have the chance. However, I feel like Frosty Flats particularly, holy shit, what a guy. I think basically Throgg, the Ice Trolls and Frosty Flats were basically the reason we won that battle. I think without them, I mean, it's the problem with squishy Marauders. They're just not very good. They just die. They just got ran over, and the AI is so good with chariots. I was tempted to corner camp, but I didn't corner camp because I felt it was a little bit cheesy. Realistically, the best option would have been to corner camp the shit out of that, because it means they wouldn't have been able to flank me. I could have kept my army tight. It would have meant that units running away would probably have fled before they could rally. But it probably would have been the better option. Trespassing on my lands. Oh. Don't know about that. Now, I think that is the chieftain, so we could maybe just move fast and take him out, because are you?
Whichever woeful deity.
There you are. Yes, yes, you are. You are the chieftain. And in fact, if we take you out, then I think then we've. I mean, okay, I don't think the Scalings have much territory.
Timely arrival. My warhounds haven't eaten in days.
Well, I suggest you feed them then. Yeah, you've only got one settlement, but you are a named character. I don't know where you are though. I do want you. I'm just going to traipse over your lands because I literally just don't care. I'm going to go and kick the stuffing out of Ulf over there. Now, obviously, we've got issues with our public order. What rights do we have? So we've got the right of the Troll King. So here, recruit rank for skin walls, recruitment cost, mammoth, charge bonus for all thingies, okay. The right of Shornal, what is war without loot, theft, and self-indulgence, magic item drop chance, increase income from raising settlements, ambush success chance and income from raiding. We've got the right of Merimendus. See, as Norse cousins as heir is to the Imperials. There isn't greater seafaring people on the planet ready to strike at any given moment. More movement range, more chaos corruption, more melee when fighting, so that's Son of Sea. And then the rise of Karnrath. A carnal pure rage that controls all Norsekins allows them to wage long, deadly, impossible wars when others would cease. So that's sort of construction cost, leadership aura size, and recruitment. Okay. 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 None of those rights have particularly sort of like jumped out at me as being super duper great. I feel like more money would be useful. I'm feeling oh, you're just out of your own territory. Shit. That's a bugger. That's a bugger. Never mind. Right, now ideally what we want to do is take Norska and then go and start sacking places, because if we sack places, obviously we get huge income. When we get huge income, we can then recruit more armies. That gets more raids, more stuff. Ideally, what I want to do is send Throgg on like a world tour, because we're going to throw up on everyone we can find. We're going to find all the legendary lords. We're going to find Karl. We're going to find Manfred. We're going to find Mazda Mundi, and we're just going to throw up over all of them. So far, we've vomited on Roald Dahl and also on Suthaik. So, you know, it's a good start, but neither of them are legendary lords. So we really need to get that ball rolling. You know, maybe go and throw up on you know, Malekith, and over his mum. Just go. I mean, she'll probably enjoy it. It's probably one of her kinks, to be honest. Ooh, that is interesting. You are right there, aren't you? Ah, the Vanna Highlings have confederated with the Scalings. Okay. Sort of Kane has been claimed, apparently, probably by Alariel, because that tends to be what she does.
Marauders all.
Can I kill you? I reckon I can. I reckon. Oh, we've got. I could get more ice trolls. Holy shit! We need to keep those ice trolls. Now, we're a little bit battered, but to be honest, I don't think there's anything here that's really concerning. The ice trolls we can chase off with our javelins. I mean, the rest of it's just going to be pretty easy to kill, to be honest. And I don't think that Ulf here is any kind of threat. So our Ulf here. Can we go 3 for 3 with the chieftains? That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? That would give us some sort of momentum. And he's also got some ice trolls. I want these ice trolls. These ice trolls are mine. So we want to drive them off, but not wipe them out. That's the key. We've taken a little bit of damage, but we're doing okay. Frosty Flaps doing some ice breath down that flank, and yes, look at that. Absolutely look, reduces that unit to 69. The sexiest amount of kills. Lovely stuff. So ice trolls careering into the berserkers. That's fine. Our javelins are focusing fire on them. Meanwhile, our ice trolls are going to crash into the marauders on the left flank. This is a fight that they're not going to do very well in. So marauders have engaged the front line. Throgg is trying to deal with Ulf. There's Ulf there. Just reducing marauders to gooey bits. The trolls and the Frosty Flaps dealing with more units, marauders, and the ice trolls have been driven off. Look at that, almost killed. 740 kills. We did lose quite a few units. members of the unit, but they are regenerating, but they're shattered. That's the main thing, so they won't come back. Javelins now concentrating fire on the Marauder Spearmen. Did anyone ask for some serious acupuncture? Because if not, then we've got a problem. That's pretty good there. Looks like Throgg is finishing on Ulf. Ulf actually did quite a lot of damage to him, but I think that's mostly because Throgg was fighting Ulf and a shit ton of Marauders. So now Ulf is by himself. Ulf is not having a good day. Ulf is going to run for his life. Throgg is chilling him out with his Frost Breath, minty fresh, and off goes Throgg. No, Throgg, sorry, there goes Ulf, and of course Throgg is going to vomit all over him. Blech. Perfect. That's the piece de la resistance, and then we're just going to throw some javelins at him for fun, because, you know, why not? Ah, nice and easy. Look at that. Could sacrifice, could take replenishment. We are probably soon going to be at war with the Vanaheimlings. But we've got extra replenishment. You know what? I'm going to take the money. Okay, so another warlord defeated. We're going to form coalition with the Hellspire tribe. So we now have Serpent Jetty and the... Oh, we got Grayling Moot. So we've got an entire new province and the ability to recruit all skin wolves, although we currently don't have the money for that. In fact, we're losing a crap ton of money. Let's... Right, I want my trolls. So come here. Give me trolls. Right. Now you can piss off. Thanks. Bye. Is there another army around? Yes, there is. Yes, we will get right on that. But first, we need you to go away. Thanks very much. Okay, we're losing a little bit of money, but we do have 2 trolls. So I'm more than happy with that. And Throgg, you kind of should get... I'm kind of tempted to get the extra melee defense. Because Frosty Flaps, he's doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us at the moment. I think he deserves it. So let's give him more melee defense. So he's got 51 melee defense, which is pretty good. That's going to keep him alive. Now, public order is going to be a bit of an issue for us at the moment because we are expanding incredibly quickly. In fact, super duper fast. We've managed to acquire... well, we started off with 3, didn't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Well, yeah, we've got the. So we started off with these 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 settlements in one episode, which is, you know, definitely fast. Will we get rebellions? Almost certainly. What can we do about that? We can stop taxing them, and to be honest, that's not actually the worst thing. We could potentially do that. So if things get desperate, we could do that. That's an option. We have options. But I probably should take a look at what we've got here. I do quite... So we've got Norscan Warhounds. We could get the Werewolf Dens. That would give us a Skin Wolf Werekin. But we don't really have the money for it at the moment. I feel like getting rid of the... I mean, Marauders are a bit shit. I like the Hunters. Everything else... bit garbage. Let's get rid of them because I don't like them either. And now we just need to beat up the Vanaheimlings and also then Wulfric. And then once we've done that, we've pretty much secured the whole of Norscan. Now, obviously, we can head over into Nagrond. And is this
a timely arrival?
Hello, Thorhall.
My warhounds haven't eaten.
Norscan's not very... Petter's going to be seriously shitty with you lot. Right, Thorhall is there. He does have a whole 20 stack though. So you probably need to secure Norsca. Maybe try and get another army up so we can sort of like, you know, smash the Empire and Kislev down a little bit. Because those guys are going to be a problem for us. They will come and attempt to attack us, raid us. You know what Britannia is like. Britannia always ends up in Norsca. And I can just see Luon trying to do that to us before we manage to find him and throw up on him. And so far, we've managed to throw up on every single enemy lord we've come against. And I think that, you know, we're 3 for 3 at the moment. And I need, you know, we need to keep that ball rolling. That's what we need to do. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Throgg Campaign.